Street Fighter Sakura is one of those fictional teenagers whose character profile begins and ends with their admiration for the main character in the story. It's a popular archetype that, in this case, very closely resembles a well-known Gotham City redhead. Let's talk about it. Inside. Greetings all, my name is Kontrol, I'm a veteran gamer and
a systems engineer working for the Concordance Extraction Corporation. My current station is the USG Ishimura, currently assisting a mining operation on the planet Aegis 7. As a superfan and alter ego of the Great Control, I am tasked to instantly address all threats to the continued operations and functionality of Earth's social media platforms.
Space Control!
Greetings, Mello. I've returned to the channel to issue a dire warning to the art aficionados who are here to witness Kontrol's latest masterwork.
Well, I don't know what aficionado is, but this sounds serious, especially coming from you.
Yes, as you know, my daily routine of ship system repairs is punctuated by attacks from bloodthirsty necromorphs and ill-timed phone calls from my ex-wife. Simply grabbing a cup of coffee from the lounge is fraught with unimaginable horrors in my line of work. So I'm kind of an expert on crisis management.
You know what, this is about that Japanese schoolgirls pinup. We never actually uploaded it. And besides, we removed most of the tentacles in Photoshop.
This is not about art, Mello. I would not assemble the intricate and arduous process of this communication merely to critique.
Say, how are you able to invade YouTube videos all the way from Aegis 7 in a damaged mining spacecraft?
Through complex and methodical use of science shit.
Ah, yes, of course.
We've diverged from the topic horribly, and I will from this point on address the by now extremely confused viewer directly. Dear viewer, to put it in the most simple terms, you're making a tremendous mistake when you fast forward a Kontrol incorporated video. Okay, look, I get it. This video opened with a tantalizing scribbly thumbnail sketch of the plan. Right this second, you can almost make out the details of the end result in the blue pencil breakdown that is currently filling your screen. The opening 60 seconds of this present a puzzle, a mystery, where the answer can be as instantaneous as the click of a mouse.
A mouse? Where? Where? I gotta catch 'em all!
Yes, fast forwarding would spare you the antics of the cat, but you will miss the crackling and enlightening commentary of Kontrol himself. A font of incomparable wit and wisdom that experts agree has permanently corrected the trajectory of global discourse and perhaps human evolution itself. To skip to the end of today's video, for instance, would be to miss a scholarly edification on the similarities between Street Fighter Sakura and Batgirl? Yeah, okay, so maybe he's not Socrates, but I guarantee you they're talking about something way stupider over on Twitter right at this moment. Man, the other day they were complaining about how problematic the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was.
Alright, open it up.
Control on the bridge.
okay, what'd I miss?
Some guy who looked a lot like you talking into a paper towel tube.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's get back on topic, right? You know who Sakura is, right, kid?
Yeah, little girl.
Well, I suppose you could call her.
With pink hair. Runs and hides behind a tree and cries while Naruto and Sasuke kick all kinds of butt.
No, that's not
No,
what...
wait, it's the 10-year-old girl with the magic cards who goes on dates with her brother's 16-year-old best friend.
No, that's a different Sakura, and wow, that show really is creepy when you think about it.
It's actually even worse when you watch it.
I'm talking about Street Fighter Sakura, of course, who has been a pretty major character in the series since her very first appearance in Street Fighter Alpha 2 back in '96. The Street Fighter Alpha games are prequels to Street Fighter 2 that presented slightly younger versions of Ken, Ryu, and Chun-Li, and a horde of brand new weirdos.
It says here in the wiki that Sakura is a 16-year-old schoolgirl from Japan who weighs in at 115 pounds.
Yeah, that sounds about right, I guess, looking at her.
That's hilarious. The tallest girl from the Hobbit village is going to have a fist fight with M. Bison. I'm sure that'll end well. Medic! Or does E. Honda just die laughing when she walks into the sumo ring wearing an actual diaper?
Mello?
Obviously, this Sakura is standing right behind me, isn't she?
Yeah.
Control, help me!
Okay, wow. Yeah, I kind of forgot to mention she's here for a post-recording interview. She, hasn't aged a day, am I right? So being a street fighting schoolgirl is an okay enough idea for an addition to Capcom's lineup, but what really makes Sakura interesting is her backstory and combat style. To once again quote the Street Fighter wiki, Sakura is a Japanese girl with an intense fixation on Ryu, having copied and learned many of his techniques and chasing him around the world to prove herself to him. How this super simple origin story manifests itself in-game is with Sakura's special moves, which are all performed with a joystick exactly the same way Ryu's are. They just come out looking like vaguely undercooked versions of Ryu's Shoto. Now, in the interest of game balance, a good Sakura player has always had just as much chance to score a win as a skilled Ryu or Ken player, but it's obvious that in terms of story canon, she's astronomically weaker.
I get it now. She's just like Gotham City's Barbara Gordon, who does everything Batman does, just not as well.
Yes, Sakura and Batgirl are both teenage girls obsessed in non-romantic ways with very powerful male figures. They both incorporate elements of their hero's wardrobe into their style.
Batgirl takes that one a bit far, I think.
And they're both extremely talented, instinctively inclined in both cases for physical combat with little in the way of actual intensive training, at least at first.
Does Sakura go out at night and solve crimes and kick gang members in the face?
No, but I'm pretty sure she would if Ryu was doing it. Sakura's character profile is actually kinda thin considering she's been around for well over 20 years. Although in the latest game, Street Fighter V, it's indicated that she now has a job, which I guess is progress. Hint, hint.
Control, I thought we agreed that I was more valuable as a dependent on your tax forms.
One thing Batgirl has had over Sakura for years is the fact that I've never actually drawn Sakura until now. And look at that, it's another one of my patented multi-pose, multi-costume deals with her Street Fighter V default outfit taking center stage. I do believe she's abandoned her sneakers in favor of a pair of Doc Martens. How about that? The headband remains mandatory though, and thus appears on her traditional schoolgirl sailor costume and her full Ryu
Never go full Ryu.
karate uniform, complete with ripped off sleeves, so the world knows you mean business, damn it! Enough about Sakura, let's talk about you. Thank you so much for heeding Space Control's sage advice to watch the entire video. In the comment section below, tell me in 200 words or more the myriad of ways in which doing so has enhanced your life. Payment is accepted only in the form of likes, shares, and subscriptions to this wonderful award-winning YouTube channel. And be here next week for more Crippling Delusion and okayish pinup art. I will see you then.
Do you think anyone understood all that dead space stuff at the beginning?